Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to do copper cutouts using Creation is Messy Appletini. I'd like to give a shout out to Darlene, Collette at Pendragonfyre blog. She made some really beautiful copper cutout beads on her blog. So I'll give you guys a link to that so you can check it out. But yeah, we're going to make copper cutouts. We're going to make them with, how many of you have a million of these? Back in the scrapbook days. We're going to use paper punches and copper sheeting to make our cutouts. Let's get started. Our colors today, we're going to make an encased floral bead with copper butterflies. I'm using Appletini as both my base bead and as my encasing glass. I'm also just going to make some little yellow flowers with white centers. And I've got a little hand-pulled green here. I think it's a feutre green. It's an encased cane. I'm going to use that for some vines. Now, as far as this copper, I started out with my copper foil, which you guys probably know is really, really thin and really, really flimsy. And I was able to cut out some cutouts, but oh my gosh, this stuff went all over the place. I have a new ventilation system. I had a fan on. I've got the air conditioner blowing, and I've got turbulence from my torch, and I just had a heck of a time with the copper foil. So instead what I did, went to Amazon and I got this stuff, and it's called copper sheet. It's 0.02 millimeters in thickness, and so it's a little thicker than the copper foil that you get from your Lampwork supplier. This is 99.9% copper, so it is like pure material, and it's a little heavier. I was able to do the cutouts a lot easier, and they didn't blow around as much. So we're going to use this. I'll give you guys a link. And then I just have a little butterfly paper punch. You guys can get this from your local craft store, or you can get it from Amazon. And again, I'll give you a link. So let's get started. This is kind of fun. So to get started, the best way that I found to manage this copper is to get a little marver and kind of get it a little bit wet. And then go ahead and punch out your little designs. And I just hold my finger under the punch so that when the copper punch comes out, it lands on your finger. Just like that. And then I go ahead and I put it on the wet spot, and hopefully it'll stick. And I always punch out more than what I need, because these little stuckers, they still get away from you. So I'm going to make 4, and hopefully we can get 2 or 3 on our bead. Just like that. And just like that. Okay. You're also going to want a pair of kind of fine tweezers. I use these, my little needle nose jewelry pliers, because it's just easier to pick them up. There we go. And I kind of put the little edges over the marver so I can grab them easy when I'm ready. Now, I will tell you guys, like, I didn't remember how to do this, so I had to prototype. Some people keep these kind of warm in the flame. I just kind of heat them up in the back of the flame before I put them on. But when you put these on, they immediately turn like this dark gray, ucky, schmucky color. And I was like, oh no, I burned it. How do you do this? And then I got kind of frustrated, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to encase them and put them in the kiln. I don't care. And when I pulled it out of the kiln the next day when they were cool, they were all the coppery color. So I'll show you how that works. I was really bummed out. And then I had a happy surprise the next day. So let's get started making this bead. I'll show you what I mean. Here we go. I started out with my Appletini, and I just made a nice little barrel here. I don't know, 6 or 7 wraps. And now I'm going in with my encased cane, and I'm just going to do some squigglies, making some vines for my flowers. And you know, you don't have to be precise because vines go all over the place. There we go. And I'm just kind of melting that in. I kind of want things to stay flat. Now I will warn you guys, I haven't made encased florals in a long time. And so far, everything has been coming out very abstract and watercolory, and which is just another word for smudged. All right, let's put down our flowers. One, I'm gonna do 4 petals, keep it kind of easy. North, south, east, west. Right, left, top, bottom. Let's go ahead and smash those down. Kind of melt them in a little bit. Okay, that's nice. And I'll put in a little white center. It got all springy this week instead of fall-y. So we're doing spring flowers in the fall. All right, let's do another one on the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 flowers, leaving room for my copper butterflies. Although, you know, butterflies fly over flowers, so you could put them on top. Okay, smash those down a little bit. And putting in the white center right there. And smash that down a little bit. And now we're ready for our butterflies. All right, so I am going to grab the little wing of my butterfly and just kind of heat them up a bit. And my base bead, I am going to get it really super, super hot glowing, because otherwise this copper doesn't stick. And so you really need to have a nice hot surface. So there's my hot surface, and there we go. And now it's turning all gray and smudgy. And this is about the time that I went, oh man, dang it. I don't know what it is, maybe tarnish? Anyways, it turns really black and ugly and gross. And I went, heck. And I was like, I don't care, I'm gonna encase it anyways. So I have a little bit of clear here, and I'm just going to go ahead and heat up and put a nice blob on top of that butterfly, kind of to protect it from the flame. And I guess I could have used the Appletini to put the blob down, but I didn't. Okay, let's do another butterfly. Let me find a spot. Okay, right there looks good. Let me grab his little wing, and he fell off my marver, and it's really hard to see him. Come on, little guy. Oh, a good pair of glasses. Actually, it's because I have my didymiums on. I can't see a thing. Okay, come here. Come here, little butterfly. You got to get it just right on that marver, so you could go in with those needle nose and still falls off. Oh man, I'm sorry you guys. Technical difficulties, but hey, you can see. I don't want to say it's challenging because that sounds stupid. I can't pick up paper with tweezers. It's too challenging. Okay, let's put another butterfly right here on the end. So I am heating that sucker up. Super, super glowy, glowy, hotty, hotty. And I'm going to put my butterfly right there. Oh, and he didn't stick. Gosh dang it. This video is slowly turning into a mess. But we're going to stay at it. We're not going to succumb. Never say die. All right, there we go. Okay. And I think on this one, I'm going to give them a little cover of the Appletini. And you can see, look how dark that is. That is just ugly. But when you pull them out of the kiln, they're beautiful. All right, a little gather of glass down on the butterfly, making sure that I got all of the butterfly. Good. And now we're ready to encase. And I will tell you guys, because since I haven't done this a while and I've messed up a lot because I've smudged my flowers. Just remember that these colored transparents are really, really stiff. And when you're encasing with them, you really have to get them nice and hot, and don't drag the glass. Just lay it on top of stuff. Don't drag it over. Gently lay it on top. Especially your flowers. Because if you try too hard and you drag this really stiff transparent, you're gonna smudge your designs, which is what I did the first couple times. Now, in areas where you don't have the flowers, you can probably drag. In fact, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and just encase just the flowers with a blob like that, and then go around them for the rest of the glass. Whatever works for you. And I have to find out like 4 or 5 times what works for me. But then you just tell the little kids at Beads of Courage, no, it's an abstract. It's supposed to look smudged like that. Poor little guys. I'm making them ugly beads. Okay, there we go. It's encased. Let me smooth this out. Let me get it cooled off, and I'll show you how the final bead came out. And here it is, you guys. Ignore the abstract smudged flowers, because the whole point of this video is the copper butterflies. But I think if I improved my flowers a bit, the butterflies would look really, really cool. And you can see that copper went from a gray, yucky, smucky color to its nice red copper. All right, everyone, have a great day. I'll be back soon. Take care. Bye.